What is up, everyone? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans. It's Monday. Doing Monday stuff. Appreciate you guys all being here. Make sure you hit that like button. More likes, more hooligans. We're going to go over the schedule really quick, and then we're going to make sure everything is running smoothly. We starting off with a video titled, At least 23 people shot. One is killed near Willowbrook, Illinois after Juneteenth celebration turns violent. Yes, just another day out in Illinois. I guess Willowbrook's not far from Chicago, so it's more Chicago shenanigans. Then we have a video titled, John Fetterman praises Old Man Walter for helping fix bridges in event promoting I-95 repairs. Fetterman and Old Man Walter, those are a dynamic duo for the old folks home. Could you imagine if Fetterman was VP for Old Man Walter? That'd be good stuff, wouldn't it? Then we have a video titled, Providence Nurses Begin Strike in Portland. I guess there's multiple locations of nurses going on strike. They estimate 1,800 nurses are on strike. I think that whole situation's interesting. Then we have a video titled, Elon Musk warns unregulated AI risks catastrophic outcome. We keep hearing him say that. It's just a little bit more on that same topic. Then we have a video titled, Titanic Tourist Submersible Missing in Atlantic Ocean. Apparently they were doing tourist attractions for $250,000, take you down and go look at the Titanic, and now the pod is missing. Then we have a video titled, Biden Secretary of State Attorney Blinken saying we do not support Taiwan independence, which is pretty crazy. And we've covered videos of Taiwan preparing to be invaded, doing drills and all that stuff. And I remember covering that and saying they don't have very much confidence in us defending them from China. And then now we're coming out saying, wow, we don't support them being independent. So it's not good for Taiwan. Then we have a few short videos on all the conspiracy theories going on. It is killing me seeing everybody fall for this stuff. There's 3 of them. There's one that shows military in the streets. There's another one that shows military vehicles on trains, and there's another one showing a fleet of military aircrafts in the sky. In the comments of all these videos, people are saying the Orange Eagle sent them, that we're going to get the White House back, and if at this time if a piece of lettuce turns this color, then this means this, that, and the other. And it's a whole bunch of conspiracy stuff that sounds ridiculous, and people are falling for it, and I think it's crazy, so I'm going to call it out. And then we'll be wrapping up today with a video of KJP sounding self-righteous and stupid all at the same time. So that's what's on the schedule today. Let's make sure everything is running smoothly, and we'll go ahead and get her started. What's up, T. Lawden? What's up, Lifelike? What's up, Matthew? What's up, Dr. No Name? What's up, RS? What's up, Bullseye? What's up, Bloopy? What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Matthew? What's up, Lucky Charm? What's up, Giggling Spy? Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Crackshot? What's up, Raja? What's up, Anthony? What's up, B? What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Jeffro? What's up, Snooks? Happy freedom, all of you hooligans. Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Crystal Heart? What's up, J-Dog? What's up, Bubba? Let's see. What's up, Tumbleweed? Tumbleweed, I thought you were going to send me an email or something, but I didn't get an email from you. We'll have to connect. What's up, Ohio Kyle? Appreciate all of you hooligans being here. Make sure you rack those likes up. What's up, everyone on the secret YouTube channel over on the JeffMAC live YouTube channel? What's up, Grey Wolf? Happy freedom. And we're running on Twitch. What's up, everyone on Twitch? What's up, Grey Wolf? Snooks over here on Twitch. And Kick is running. What's up, everyone on Kick? Happy freedom. Oh, Odyssey. I think Odyssey is running. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? What's up, everyone on Rumble? Oh yeah, Rumble's working. It's running and working. It's working. What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, Lifelike? What's up, Kimberly? What's up, Rasta? What's up, 10 Man? What's up, Murphy's Law? Happy freedom. What's up, Shannon? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, everyone on JeffMacLive.com. Appreciate you watching over here, 10 Man. All right, like I said, we'll be getting started with a video titled "At least 23 shot, 1 killed near Willowbrook, Illinois after Juneteenth celebration turns violent."
That's right, Karen. And you know, unfortunately, there's still an awful lot that we do not know, particularly when it comes to the extent of the injuries. The person who passed away has not yet been identified. None of that information has been forthcoming from authorities yet. What I can tell you is that the strip mall where this shooting happened remains closed as investigators continue to look into the cause of this shooting. Now, because the other side of the street is actually unincorporated Willowbrook, it is a DuPage County Sheriff that is in charge of the investigation. A spokesperson for the department telling us earlier that they still have not identified the people responsible for what happened. Dozens of shell casings litter the parking lot inside this strip mall in unincorporated Willowbrook today, where shortly after midnight at least 23 people were shot, one of them fatally, in what investigators describe as a peaceful Juneteenth gathering turned violent.
Victims were taken to multiple hospitals in DuPage, Cook, and Will counties. The ages and conditions of victims are not available at this time. The motive behind this incident is unclear.
This woman, who did not want to be identified, says she was there when the gunfire erupted.
Everybody started running. There was a man, he fell on top of me. He had a gunshot wound in his leg. It was like something you won't imagine.
According to sheriff's deputies, they were monitoring the gathering, which began around 6 p.m. in the vicinity of Hinsdale Lake Terrace at Honeysuckle Lane and Route 83. Called away briefly to respond to a 911 call nearby, deputies heard the gunshots and immediately returned.
And out of nowhere, there was like a major gunfight for like 30 seconds. I'd say 60 plus, rounds. And you could tell it was like two different, groups of people shooting at each other.
Those living across the street from the scene say this particular strip mall has, in recent years, attracted similar ad hoc gatherings.
I would estimate there was probably 150 cars or so, all the way from one end of the parking lot to the next, and probably 300 to 400 people. It's just one of these probably social media things where everybody gets together and it just balloons into that. I've talked to the police in the past, DuPage County and Burr Ridge, and every time they said they were going to be able to do something or try to do something about it.
Now, at this point, the spokesperson for the DuPage County Sheriff's Department tells us that they are still in the process of interviewing witnesses as well as those who were injured and gathering any surveillance video that may lead them to the people responsible for this shooting.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to.
So they don't even know who did it. 23 people shot, 1 person dead. Nobody knows who did it. It just happened. I seen images and short videos. There's like thousands of people there. Shots ring out in the crowd. No one's seen it. No one's seen it happen. I think it's really weird how everybody's face was all covered and all that kind of stuff for J6, and they tried to find every single person that was attached to that. Even if they were so covered you couldn't tell what their skin color was. You couldn't tell what their eye color was because they were so covered. But you get into a group of people on the subway or out in Chicago and you just start opening fire in broad daylight. Nope, no one's seen it. Nobody knows what happened. No arrests are made. I don't know. Sounds like a bunch of nonsense to me. What are you hooligans thinking? I'll scroll through the chat really quick. I can't find it now, but somebody was asking about KJP in the White House. Oh, Bubba, that was you. I found you. No, there's no White House press briefing today because today is a federal holiday. So I don't know if we'll get mail or anything today. Probably not. It's the way it is on today. Happy Men's Health Awareness, Mental Health Awareness Month, by the way. Just saying. What's up, Destiny Gal? Happy Freedom. Jeffro, the White Supreme Pizza strikes again. That's what it was. It's out there opening fire, broad daylight. What's up, Sam? Happy Freedom. What's up, Jim? Appreciate you being here. Crackshot's a war zone. Yep. on Chicago. They used to call Chicago Chirac. Now nobody calls anymore. They just had enough. What's up, Grateful Ed? Happy freedom. Newton. Cameraman did witness a boob shot on the live instead of blurring out the face. I noticed that too. They were like, this individual doesn't want their identity shown, so all you get is right here. You just get the goods. Anybody that lives in town knows who that is, though. I don't know. They kind of blew it on that. Sam, it's the bigots. The bigots did it. Yep. RS, you have to work today? Aw, man. No good. It's a federal holiday. I think all the factory workers got the day off. I think they got a paid day off today. What's up, Salty Ragu? Enterprise, what holiday is it? It's Juneteenth today, I believe. What's up, Birdie? Happy freedom. I wonder if there's a protest today. There normally is protest today. Miss Jamie, my state doesn't recognize it. Oh, really? Oh, I'm sure Michigan does. I'm sure Michigan does. I heard that they passed some sort of hate crime law or something here. If you don't call a unicorn a toaster or whatever, you can be arrested for that as a hate crime, I guess. I don't know. I gotta look into it more. I don't know if it was just introduced or if it actually got passed. Things are going farther south here in Michigan. It's not good. What's up, no mandates? Happy freedom. Giggling Spy, banks are closed. Yeah. Yep, banks are closed today. Happy freedom, John. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Cecil? Happy freedom. Nah, no worries. I was late also. I was having trouble trying to come up with a title. We have so much stuff we're covering today. What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? Happy freedom. Appreciate the bits, Mr. Beansy Beans. Yep, it is a special holiday. I don't know. There usually is protest today, so we'll see how that goes. What's up, 2 Ruby Shoes? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's a federal holiday today. I don't know how to celebrate the holiday, though. This is like one of the only holidays where it's a holiday and they don't tell you, like, you know, hang a wreath on the door or go hunt Easter eggs or whatever, go light off fireworks. It's the only holiday where the only thing I am certain we're going to have is some form of protesting going on. I don't know if that's how you celebrate today, but every year, we've had a protest on this day. So we'll see how it goes. We'll go ahead and we'll move on to this next video titled John Fetterman. I always forget his first name is John. Everybody calls him Uncle Fester. Anyways, Fetterman praises old man Walter for helping fix bridges in an event promoting I-95 repairs. Is that all they're going to do is stand in front of this bridge and talk about it? They should send Hyena Harris out there. All the great things we're doing for the infrastructure. It's why the trains are derailing and the roads are falling apart. Fire beats cement every time, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thank you so much, Sam, for continuing the membership program for 29 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, Sam. Thank you. Let's see.
Mr. President, a little over a year ago, the President and I were standing right next to each other at a collapsed bridge in western Pennsylvania, a bridge that I drove over just the night before with my young son. And he showed up with just hours after that bridge collapsed there. And he promised to make sure that any resources that they needed and any help and support. And guess what? That bridge was rebuilt less than a year, well in front of time. And now I'm standing next to the President again, next to a collapsed bridge here. And he is here to commit to work with the governor and the delegation to make sure that we get this fixed quick, fast as well too. This is a president that is committed to infrastructure. Yeah, and then on top of that, the dual kind of a law of the inflation bill that is going to make sure that there's going to be bridges all across America getting rebuilt. It's a pleasure to be here and to introduce my friend, Congressman Boyle Bile.
Fetterman. I think we need Fetterman old man Walter duo. They should just go ahead and feed that to us. 2024 old man Walter Fetterman. Would it be worse? Would it be worse than it is now? Could you imagine them having a conversation together? I like how old man Walter was looking at him like, does anybody understand this guy? He'd be the guy to call him out too. Jeffro, hey you guys. I know. It's messed up. Adrian, let the guy rest. Yeah, he needs to just be taken off the whatever, out of politics. He needs to go and do something else. He's not built for the job, that's for sure. MD Cyron, they share a Neuralink. They have enough brain activity together to have one implant. Yup. Dr. No Name, it's like two Furbies talking to each other. That's the best. That's the best. What's up, Faded? Happy freedom. Dang, he even uses old man Walter's slogans. I know. He's like, by the way. He was like, calm down, Fetterman. Getting too excited over there. His brain started skipping. They had to move the needle off the record. Hard day. Faber J, he speaks old man Walter's language, right? They're both fluent. They both sound like they just had a stroke. Mike, old man Walter, he's asleep. He's just sleepwalking. Bullseye, so professional. Yeah, sitting there in his hoodie and shorts, getting the job done. John says it's no relation. What's up, Freckles? Happy freedom. Thanks for being here. Tony's plays Fetterman equals Frankenstein. Yeah, he needs to go do something else. Guy Dub, yeah. Yeah, I can't believe in Michigan they're trying to make it a hate crime for mislabeling unicorns and whatnot. Stupid. So stupid. Leave our speech alone. I'm trying to think. I was thinking of something earlier. Playing the game with shapeshifters is the same thing as seeing someone with schizophrenia, and instead of giving them help, we're all going to pretend we hear the voices too. Right on the head. Like, as soon as I thought that earlier today, and I was like, that's right on the money there. I'm going to have to say that to the hooligans. That's right on the money. I don't know. Prove me wrong. I'll wait. What's up, Craig? Happy freedom. Appreciate you stopping in. What's up, TMWT? The infrastructure bill. Yeah, infrastructure's going really good. It's going really good around here. Mr. Beans of Beans, old man Walter looks so confused. Jill and Uncle Fester should be ashamed of themselves. They should. What's up, Salty Peanut? Appreciate you being here. Happy freedom. It's always good to be back on Monday. I miss you guys on Sunday. I'm like sitting there eating tacos and whatnot, drinking beer. I'm like, man, I wish the hooligans were here. Sundays are lonely. Let's see. Patriot Polywog. What are you guys talking about over here? Astral Hammer, I need a reference. Somebody sent it to me. It was a bill number. I'll look for it. I'll post it. Let me see. Astral Hammer, are you on one of the communities? Like, are you in Gilded or any of that? Because I'll get it and I'll post it in one of the communities. It's too much word gymnastics for me to show it on the live. I'd have to restructure all the sentences. 10 Man, who dressed this guy this morning? I know he gets dressed like he's in 4th grade. You're in Gilded? Okay. I'll find the link and I'll post it in Gilded that talks about it. It's really hard to find because when you go look in the bill, like if you go to a .gov website, it's all wrote in hieroglyphics. You can't tell what it's talking about. So you got to find like summaries of it. But I'll see what I can find and I'll post it in Gilded. So we're going to move on to this next video titled Providence Nurses Begin Strike in Portland over on the seaside. I've seen a couple videos of this. Supposedly there's 1,800 nurses altogether. I think this whole situation is interesting.
Dozens of nurses from 3 different Providence healthcare facilities are on the picket line.
This after failed contract negotiations between the nurses union and hospital management. Fox 12's Amel El-Hal is live at Providence Portland Medical Center talking to these nurses who walked off the job. Amel, good morning.
Good morning. Well, it is expected that 1,800 nurses and clinicians, across Providence's programs will be going on strike starting today. Here at Providence, Portland, there are a couple hundred people here this morning. We are also joined by Kyle Cook, who is a striking nurse here at Providence, Portland, oncology nurse. Tell me, what are we doing? Why are we here? How do we get to this point?
Yeah, so our nurses and clinicians are out here fired up this morning. We're advocating for patient safety, and with what comes with that is making sure that we have adequate staffing, making sure that we have the adequate wages and compensation package to recruit, respect, retain nurses, and get them to come to Providence so that we have a full staff and we are helping our communities and getting back to the bedside.
And how did we exactly get to this point of being on strike? I know there was a period where you were hoping that Providence would come back to the bargaining table and perhaps this wouldn't have happened, but that didn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, so we issued our 10-day notice 10 days ago. Our bargaining team has been available to bargain. Providence has refused to bargain with us up and through the strike. We're hoping that they can come to the table. We would be glad to come off the line, go back to work, and get to work to our patients. We started bargaining back in October, so it's been months of this. Last week we had a 19-hour session where we just didn't get much movement, and our members basically said, hey, we're ready to hit the streets and make sure that we're really delivering for our patients and for our families and caregivers.
Now, Kyle, you yourself are a part of that bargaining team, so you've been involved in this pretty intimately. How has it been, just on a personal level, experiencing this on such an upfront way?
Yeah, honestly, it can be pretty demoralizing sometimes. You know, we're really advocating for our caregivers, and at the end of the day, we're advocating for patient safety, and there's a lot that goes into that, and it can be demoralizing to not be met with the same type of hype and respect that we're putting out into our communities.
The hooligans are cracking me up in the chat right now.
So we expect more and we want more.
Okay. And here this morning, we're seeing hundreds of healthcare workers striking, and you said that you expect that number to just grow throughout the day.
Yeah, so the number will grow throughout the day. We're going to have a rally this evening at 5 o'clock where we'll meet here at PPMC and then head over to Fraser Park for a rally starting at 6:15. Nurses are going to be here all throughout the day, all throughout the week. We love community members to come out and join us. We're here for you in the community. We want to come stand in solidarity with us on the line. We'd love to have you out here to support us.
Well, Kyle, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll speak to more nurses throughout the morning of why they're here and how they're feeling about this whole experience. Of course, stick with us here on Good Day Oregon for that. Live in Northeast Portland, I'm on Good Day Oregon.
Amel, I can't help but ask, I'm sure a lot of viewers are wondering as well, if we have hundreds of nurses striking, who is caring for patients right now, and how are they making sure that patients are safe, which is what they say is one of their top concerns?
Well, Providence has brought in quite a few replacement nurses in place of the nurses who are going on strike this week. Now, we did speak to the chief nursing officer here at Providence over the weekend, and she said that those replacement nurses are coming in, and anybody who's from the community is coming in for hospital services. If it is an emergency, they say that they will take care of you, but they are asking that if it's not an emergency, if it's something that can wait, they ask you to go to a different hospital system just so it doesn't overwhelm their system. So there are replacement nurses in place for the time being that this strike is going on, but again, not to the same capacity that the nurses here on strike would be providing if they were still at work.
Amel, thank you.
Well, nurses are on strike. They want things to go back to how they were before the plague, with extra help and allowance and all that kind of stuff. But I remember a different time when nurses were protesting, and it's because they didn't want to be forced to take things that they didn't want to take and put that stuff in their body. Remember what happened to them? They all got cut out of the deal. All of them got cut out. So all you have left is everyone that complied. Either they went and did what they were told, or they just fully supported doing what was being told to everyone. So you only have the people that complied left on the ranks there. Now they're on strike. Well, remember what happened last time people were on strike? Those people got cut. I don't know. I have a weird feeling about all of this. I don't know the conditions of nurses and all of that stuff, but I remember the last time they were out there protesting. Mordrina, the TikTok nurses, yeah. That's what I remember. And so seeing these people protest, these are the people who supported all that stuff back then. Who were like, you either go get the jab or you kick the bucket. That's all you got. Now they're on strike. I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about all that. Dr. No Name, they need nursing themselves. Something. Jeez, you guys are cracking me up. What's up, Lion's Heart? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Mike, I know. Killed me. I can't even say that out loud, but it's hilarious. Enterprise, I don't know. I don't know anything about Portland. Not Portland itself. Lindsay, but they're all about the patients, yeah. Crackshot robots will replace them eventually. MD Siren, she just took a shower. You guys crack me up. Yeah, the nurse they were interviewing, he was a little flamboyant. Just a little bit, but that's alright. As long as he stays away from kids. Dr. No Name Gen Z, not working excuse. Yeah. That stuff's really bad over on TikTok. There's all kinds of 20-year-olds over there like, you want me to work 40 hours? You only pay me $25 an hour. That's not enough. Like, they don't know anything. Their parents failed them. Paul, tell us how much this guy makes. Yeah, I wonder. They didn't even really say what they want. Like, what are they on strike for? What is it that they're asking for? Because they're saying what they're asking for is reasonable, but then they don't really tell you what they're asking for. I don't know. And I don't know about what all they have to go through, or if they have good or bad conditions and all of that. I just remember how things were before, when the stuff was mandated and all of that. I just remember how that went, and I remember how those nurses were treated. They were basically shunned. They were just like, had everyone turn their back on them because they were not complying. They didn't want to be forced to take something they didn't want. And a lot of their community, doctors and hospitals and stuff, turned their back on them and was like, well, you're done then. You don't want to comply. You're not one of us. And now the people who did comply, they're sitting here on strike. I don't really feel anything for it, because all I see is those are the people who took orders, who did what they were told, and now they're being hung out to dry, and they want people to feel bad for them. But 2 years ago, they were acting like Nazis, so it's like, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. What's up, Sagittarius Dad? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Edward, you start with asking for consent. That's where you start, Edward. You crack me up. Matthew, he's a nurse. I know he's a nurse. But Portland used to be a great place. I hear people say that all the time. I wish it'd go back. I'd like to see Portland thrive instead of be a crackhead homeless stronghold. What's up, John Black? Happy freedom. Ghost, F nurses. I don't know. When I was coming out of high school, all the girls I went to high school with, they all went and became nurses. If you go to Michigan Works, which is where you go to sign up for unemployment and get other resources and stuff, I don't know if it has to do with being a single mom or what, but I remember everybody being like 20 years old, and every time you ran into somebody you went to high school with, they were like, I'm going to be a nurse, and da-da-da-da-da. And now they're all pill heads and unemployed and getting money from the government. And so I'm like, I don't know about all that. I don't know much about nurses. I don't know. Paul, they should do roofing. They wouldn't complain so much. I can't do that stuff. That stuff is hard work. People who do roofing, they might drink a little. They might smoke a little on the weekends. But those people are tough. They're tough. I've tried to do roofing a couple times. My legs can't do it. I get up on that roof and my legs just start shaking. I can't walk around and stuff. I'm just not built for it. I'm not too big of a man to admit that. I don't do well when I'm high up off the ground. What's up, Dharma Agent? Happy freedom. Firm is $25 an hour. Planting tulips. Yeah. Coroticus. Hospitals are owned by megacorps. Yes, they are. When that stuff was going on in Ohio, there was hospitals that were refusing to test people for whatever the chemical was. Oh my God, I can't think of what it is now. Something chloride or something. They wouldn't test people to see if it was in their system because of liability issues. And then it comes out that BlackRock and whoever the train company is, or whoever owns the train company that derailed, they're the biggest shareholders in all the hospitals and all that stuff in Ohio. So it's like they derailed the train. Everybody got sick. They went to go get tested to see, exactly why they're sick. And then the people who derailed the trains told the hospitals, don't do these tests. So people had to leave the area to go get tested for it. Lion's Heart. I had an awesome job and I refused being forced into do things, and they fired me on the spot, and I was a huge producer. That sucks. There's a lot of people with stories like that, and that's why I'm saying these nurses on strike now, I don't have any feelings for it because those nurses are the ones that complied. So I don't know. What's up, Nomad? Happy freedom. Gregory, roofing sucks. It is hardcore. That is a hard job. Pesky stripping roofing is the worst. Yeah, I haven't done that. When I got out there, the paper's already laid and stuff. I'm just carrying shingles up the ladder and trying not to crap my pants so hard that everyone can hear it. Bubba, lots of male nurses now. I don't want to get into that. I'm gonna come off as biased. Most of the women in this side of Michigan are staying at home with 6 kids, 7 baby daddies, driving a Mercedes with a pill addiction. That's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. Edward, polyvinyl chloride, yeah. They wouldn't test for it for a while. Enterprise, Ohio, don't get me started on that horrible place. It sucks what they did to it. Old man Walter, he can show up for a bridge down on I-95, but he can't show up to Ohio when they pretty much nuke that area out in East Palestine. Grip, there's no press briefing today. It's a federal holiday. There's no White House today. Monkey Savant, the shooting sounds like what happened in Las Vegas. I smell BS. It could be. It could be a bunch of nonsense. Craig, Portland's falling apart. The plan is going well. It sucks. Portland and Seaside. Seaside's the coast. What happened to the encampment they had there? There was some sort of Antifa encampment going on the Seaside, and then I just stopped hearing about it. Mr. Beansy Beans, I used to love Portland. One thing that I love about visiting Portland was sites pretty much all the same area. They have a zoo, Japanese garden, etc. I love going to the grotto. What? Religious sanctuary and churches, gardens, very beautiful. Does that stuff still exist? I don't ever hear about good things going on in Portland. I didn't even know they had all that stuff. They have monks in Portland? Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. I didn't even know where or what Portland was until they were trying to burn down the Justice Center. The very first time I seen Portland was Covering Alive with Arax, and she was standing in front of all the protesters with her arms out screaming, "If you want to get to them, you gotta go through me." And all the federal agents just lit her up with pepper balls, 6 or 7 of them just hit her all at once. All you just seen was mist coming off the front side of her and everybody running and screaming in flip-flops and shorts. That was the very first time I ever seen Portland. She was a fan favorite for a long time, and then she just kind of stopped live streaming after. Well, I think her account got banned, and then we went and found other live streamers. She was the number one fan favorite. She was always out there front line screaming, hollering. Yep, she was a character. I don't know if she still goes live or not. It's been a long time. We'll move on to this next video titled Elon Musk warns unregulated AI risks catastrophic outcome. I wonder how many of you hooligans have been around since A-Rex was on the screen. Jeez, Snuck's going in. You guys crack me up. Alright, let's get her started.
Elon Musk. Yeah.
Well, I think there's a real danger for digital superintelligence having negative consequences. And so if we are not careful with creating artificial general intelligence, we could have potentially a catastrophic outcome. So now I think there's a range of possibilities. I think the most likely outcome is positive for AI, but that's not every possible outcome. So I'm in favor of AI regulation because I think advanced AI is a risk to the public, and anything that's a risk to the public, there needs to be some kind of referee. That referee is the regulator. And so I think that my strong recommendation is to have some regulation for AI.
Some regulation for AI?
Yes.
Which is what you want also for Twitter?
I'm not sure. Regulation, I guess. There's plenty of regulators. Sure. Listen, if I'm so smart, why did I pay so much for Twitter then? You know, we are seeing all-time highs in usage. So at least, you know, for the public out there, they are using the system more.
Yes, yes, yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, Elon Musk out here developing AI while warning us that it's going to hurt us. It's going to come back to bite us. That's one of those things that make me feel like he's not the good person that they try to make him out to be. Because he's been developing AI, and ever since like 2015, 2016, he's been saying it's a huge threat to us. But then he develops it, so I don't know. And I wonder how they're going to regulate it. I've seen that now AI comes out with watermarks. If you make something with AI, it'll mention it somewhere on the video or the image that you're generating as some sort of, I don't know, some watermark, letting you know that it's not the real deal. That's the only kind of regulation I've seen so far. What's a flea market? Those Portland live streamers, I don't think they had a name, but Booth Troop and all them, yeah, they all hung out together. What's his face still goes live? PDX Ninja, he still goes live, but he was doing like car upgrades or something, like doing car mods or something after he stopped protesting. And then he went from that to some activist thing. And I don't know, he hasn't been live in a little while, but I still follow all those guys just in case they go live, just in case protests pop up. Lindsay, any thoughts on the auto sales bill DeSantis signed? I don't know anything about that. Yeah, Sam, I seen that. There's a good interview with Elon and Tucker Carlson. He's warning us about being taught by lefties to taught by lefties to lie and withhold information. Yeah. ChatGPT is biased. It is biased. If you use ChatGPT, which you have to sign up to use it and stuff, it is biased. If you ask it about white privilege and stuff, it will inform you of all your privileges and all of that. It is biased, for sure. That's why Elon's trying to come out with his own thing called Truth GPT, which who knows when that'll come out. Light rain. In Portland, the one in Portland was, holy moly, now I can't think of their name. They were heavy set and they had some sort of piercing like up here. I can't remember their name. I can't remember now. They haven't been live in a very long time. Years. What's up, Dana? Happy freedom. Patton. Elon 2.0 is our friend. Yeah, we'll see. Two Ruby Shoes, it's 117 real feel in Texas. No one's safe working outside. I wouldn't be safe in the house like that. 117 degrees? If it gets hot like that, they should just give you air conditioners for free. Like, that's messed up. That's too hot. Murphy's Law, how about AI rewriting the Bible? I haven't heard anything about that. If you know the Bible, you won't have to worry about it. Shelter Dog, ask ChatGPT about human context engineering. I probably won't be able to do that on the live. Serum Ninja and his BF asking for people to buy them pizza. Yeah. I remember watching PDX Ninja and Booth Troop and all them taking acid, getting ready for protesting. They'd be in the park outside of the Justice Center and they're all in the dark and they're out there shoving stuff in their face. And then about 40 minutes later, they're all like giggling and hanging on to each other and stuff. And everyone's getting all serious and they're like, we're about to go march, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, TTT. And they're all messed up. Yes. Faded. I can't remember if he went to J6 or not. I can't remember that guy's name or whatever it was. It was something weird. And now I can't remember. All those goofy live streamers. Who knows what they do now? What's up, AIM? Happy freedom. Let's read through the chat really quick before we move forward. Murphy's Law, yeah. We'll pull it up if I find something on it. I'll look for it. Maybe we'll put it on tomorrow's live. Miss Jamie, WEF, wants to destroy the Bibles and write a new accurate one with AI. King James did it. King James pretty much censored the Bible and wrote it in his perception of life. Paul, I've been out on the lake at 122 degrees in Arizona. You don't even know it's hot until you leave the water. I don't know. As soon as it gets to 75, I'm like, I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm no fun to be around when I'm hot or hungry because I can't do anything but talk about it the whole time. Can't help it. I'm no fun when I'm hot or hungry. King James took out the Book of Enoch and a lot of other things. Yeah, the Book of Giants and all that stuff. Yep. So we're going to cover this next video titled Titanic Tourist Submersible Missing in the Atlantic Ocean. Stop meowing at me. You see I'm doing stuff. Jeez, Klaus Daniels. Rude.
So we
Oh wow, I was sitting here muted. I wonder how long I was muted. Anyways, in case you guys didn't hear me, this is titled Titanic Tourist Submersible Missing in Atlantic Ocean.
mentioned this about 15 minutes ago. There was a frantic matter now unfolding in the Atlantic Ocean. Apparently, a submarine used to take tourists to view the Titanic has gone missing. Happened off the coast of Newfoundland and Labrador in the Labrador Sea in Canada. There are search and rescue crews now combing the icy waters. That is what we believe one of the submersibles looks like from Ocean Gate out of the state of Washington. Alexis McAdams just starting to dig into the story now. What do we think we know right now, Alexis?
Hey, Bill, yeah, this all breaking, as you mentioned, just about 20 minutes ago or so. And just in the past few minutes, we just talked to the Boston Coast Guard, who says they're heading up the U.S. team for this ongoing search. So at this time, it's not clear how many people, if any, were on board at the time the sub went missing. The Coast Guard does confirm there is an ongoing and very active search for the Titanic tourist submarine. These small submersibles usually take paying tourists and experts to check out the wreck of the Titanic, and they pay big bucks to do this. At this time, though, as we mentioned, not sure if anyone was on this, if there were any tourists on it. Ocean Gate Expedition does lead the tours of those submersibles. Experts say it takes you underground to see the wreckage of the Titanic. That's just about 400 miles off the coast. We've not been able to reach Ocean Gate at this time, but there is information about the trip posted on their Twitter page. It takes hours to get down to the site. I was reading, Bill, it said about 8 hours for this trip, and the company's website does advertise 7-night voyages to see this wreckage. It's priced at about $250,000 to see the site of that famous shipwreck down there at the bottom of the Atlantic, just off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada. Once again, we've been checking in with the Coast Guard out there in Boston just to figure out exactly what's going on. They haven't been able to give us too many details at this time because they're so busy trying to figure this whole thing out. But as soon as I get more details, I'll bring it right back to you, Bill.
Yeah, just looking at their Twitter page for Ocean Gate Expeditions, they use Starlink, which is Elon Musk's company, to provide the communications that are required.
That's right. Yeah, they had some information about Starlink on there, so we're going to reach out to that as well and see what we can get. But definitely a scary situation for these people and this company to try to give some of these answers.
And the Coast Guard out of Boston is now responding, Alexis. So stay on it. We'll keep our eyes and ears open and hope for the best on this. Thank you, Alexis, here in New York. Dana.
Well, I don't know. It's weird because they talk about it, but then they don't know a whole lot. They don't know if it had passengers on board. They don't talk about how long it's been missing. None of that. Enterprise, a waste of $1,000 if you ask me. It's $250,000 to go on that tour. To go and be in the pod, go check out the Titanic and all that stuff. It's $250,000 to go do that. And then you pay that, and then it goes missing. I don't know. Salt Direct goes, the damn bunnies. The bunnies did it. Matthew, the Loch Ness Monster, got it. Orange Eagle did it. Coin Dragon, Red October sunk it. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because it's a really interesting thing. The company itself is pretty interesting for doing that, but then they don't have any information on it. And then they bring up that it has Starlink or whatever, but they can't communicate with it. So, like, why even bring that up? Mike Klaus hit mute. That's what happened. Klaus Daniels trying to sabotage me. Donald, maybe they hit an iceberg. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Paul, Trump did it. Yep. Witchy, they went for a joyride. They show up, they're all drunk and hungover and stuff. They're like, hey, we put on an Amber Alert for you. They're like, call it off. We're all right. Yukon the Ocean was heard saying, this is MAGA country. Just consume the whole submersible. Light Rain Rescue, it's impossible. You would think they'd have some sort of GPS on it. Like, you would think things would start there. You go into the ocean, 2 miles into the ocean, out in the middle of nowhere. You would think GPS would just be built right into that thing. Donald, it was only supposed to be a 3-hour tour. I'm trying to think. That article was from like 8 o'clock this morning, and they were saying that like it had just happened. So it must be today. I don't know how long they can they should have spoke on like safety stuff. How long can they survive in the pod? Is there any kind of plan B if things don't work out? They don't talk about any of that stuff. Paul, a friend of mine is only 500 feet in an airplane, 3 years now, too deep to recover, no joke. Doubt they'll recover the vehicle. Yeah, if it's miles down in the ocean, they're probably not going to recover it. Lindsay, how long have they been missing? All day, I guess. Light rain, you can find their bodies, no getting living people up. Not if they're tourists. The tourists aren't going to be able to do it, but deep sea divers, they go down there, right? Like, they go down there in person. Like, outside of being in some sort of submersible vehicle. RS 3-hour tour is a Gilligan Island reference? No. I was a young lad when I used to watch Gilligan Island. I don't remember much. Yeah, it's rough stuff. Pay someone $250,000 and they take you down and you don't come back. Mr. Beansy Beans, Democrat House, says they want to pew pew Trump. Yeah, I seen that. I was going to cover it on the live, but I'm worried that YouTube will think it's a call to violence. And then I'll get a strike and all that stuff. So I didn't put that on there. It is in Gilded right now. I'm going to share it on Discord and all that after the live. But yeah, it's a short video of someone. Let me see. News board. So this is why you guys got to be a part of Gilded. Democrat Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett said stuff. Said bad stuff. You'll be able to see it on Gilded. Mr. Beans, yeah, I seen Salty Cracker covered it, but what a lot of people don't realize is like Salty Cracker's demonetized. So if I'm going to do what he's doing, it's like saying that I'm strapped up and ready to be demonetized. I'm not. If that happens, I'm done. So no, I'm not willing to risk it. Plus, the way that he shared it, if you read the captions, YouTube thinks it says shock, not shot. So I think he might slide with it, but yeah, I can't take no strikes right now. I won't survive it. Tis what it is. Yeah, Bobby. So this next one's titled, Biden Secretary of State Blinken says we do not support Taiwan independence. And I keep wondering, like, he says it so casually, like they've been saying this for years. And just comes out of nowhere. I was hoping we'd have a press briefing today, because I'd like to hear about this, them talking about Taiwan, but then to also talk about old man Walter saying God bless the Queen. Saturday or Friday or whenever that happened. Ohio Kyle, don't risk it. Yeah, it's not worth showing it on the live. Besides, you guys would, really benefit from being a part of Gilded or Discord or Telegram or any of that kind of stuff. It's all free. I've provided all of that. And you can find everything that I can't show on here on the news board on those communities. So I'm still covering all the bases. You got to be where the news is, though. That's the whole deal. I'm going to go ahead and get this started.
On Taiwan, I reiterated the long-standing U.S. One China policy. That policy has not changed. It's guided by the Taiwan Relations Act, the 3 joint communiques, the 6 assurances. We do not support Taiwan independence. We remain opposed to any unilateral changes to the status quo by either side. We continue to expect the peaceful resolution of cross-strait differences.
So a lot of people were saying China's check must have cleared. It's weird how things have switched over. They were saying we were going to protect Taiwan and all this stuff. Now we don't support them being independent. Which is just another way of saying if China goes to take them, we're just going to watch it happen. Thank goodness that Taiwan has been preparing to defend themselves from an invasion, but they are not going to be able to, from what I understand. So they're ready to fight, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But apparently we're just staying out of it. We're just going to let whatever happen. Seems suspicious to me. Matthew, peaceful differences? Yeah. I don't know. The whole deal seems really suspicious. K-Love, happy freedom. I think Blinken is AI. That video looks like... It looks like AI. KJP, she's going to be busy tomorrow. She's going to have a lot of stuff to explain. I'm sure reporters, even though their brains don't work in that press briefing room, I bet they're going to ask about that. I bet they're going to ask about why we don't support Taiwan being independent. I'm trying, Nomad. I'm trying. Nuclear. They said if China invades, we're going to hit Taiwan, basically. Mark. The balloon must have scared them. That's what it was. They were like, well, we don't want any more balloons, so if China takes Taiwan, we're going to have to just let it slide. I don't know. Jeffro, have you seen the AI debate between Trump and Biden? No. Somebody was telling me to watch it, and I wasn't able to find it. I think it was Mr. Beans Beans that was telling me. I'll have to see it. I see the AI generated voices between Trump and Biden and Obama playing video games, playing like Modern Warfare, and they're just roasting each other. That stuff's pretty good, but I don't know. It also, like, it's fulfilling because you want to see it happen in real life. You want to see, like, the Orange Eagle go and just rock bottom Old Man Walter and stuff. And so seeing AI solve those cravings that you have is synthetic, and I don't like that, because then you lose that hunger, you lose that drive, that fuel of wanting better things. You're solving it synthetically. Let's see. I think from here on out, okay, so we got 3 really short videos that we're going to cover that I'm just going to call out as conspiracy theories. People are blowing this up to be really big things that I don't believe is actually happening. So these next 3 videos are kind of all together. And I'm sure, I am 100% sure that the majority of you hooligans have seen these videos. So we're going to watch them really quickly. And then we're going to talk about it. Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to get them all pulled up. That way we can flip through them. Because they're short. I mean, they're like 18 seconds, 10 seconds. They're really short. But I keep seeing this, and there's quite a few people that keep tagging me in this stuff. But then my response is not what people expect. And then I feel like they get upset. And we may see people get upset in the chat now as we cover this, because they're clinging on to it so desperately, and that's why I'm trying to call it out before people get absorbed by this nonsense. So a few days ago, I was tagged in this video. Muted. Okay, so this video came out days ago. I've been tagged in this video a million times. And people are saying, oh, the military's in the streets. I'm not blaming you, Edward. The military's in the streets. Stuff's happening. Some people are saying it's San Francisco. Other people are saying it's LA. There's people saying it's like Seattle and all this stuff. And people are watching this and they're saying the Orange Eagle has sent these guys. They're going to take the bad people out of the White House. This is... I don't know, just all kinds of crazy stuff has been said about this video. And I was like, well, if there's military in the streets and you see all these people watching it, and everybody's all scared that something's happening. Martial law is coming. We're about to be invaded by China. The Orange Eagle's about to go back and, whatever. Well, there must be more video, right? Military's coming to town. I'm sure this one person wasn't the only person to capture it on their phone that everybody can't seem to get away from. None. It's been days now. And this video is just going around and everybody's like, oh man, are you preparing? Are you out there? Where's my tinfoil hat at? And I'm like, I want more than just the one video. It's in a major city. Military is the town. That's a big deal. How come nobody else is showing it? How come there's no other videos? And now it's been days. There should be more videos. There's not. People are clinging on to it, saying, oh, this means something. This is some big thing and we all got to prepare because the sky's falling. Then this video came out. Same thing. People are like, oh, what are we going to do? I'm hungry for change too. Okay. But you cannot let these old videos or videos out of context throw you off your game. Not only does the people above us lie to us so we don't know what's going on, but they're also below us pulling us down with fake lies like this. Because they're altering your perception of what's really going on, which makes it very difficult to understand how to handle yourself in response and how to prepare for what may be coming. This is all nonsense. Otherwise, there would be hundreds of these videos. There would be videos from multiple perceptions or perspectives, from different points of view, from people living in different areas, being in, different streets while the military's flying over or driving through town. But it's non-existent. These videos are a one of one, and they're causing mass hysteria from people who are driven by change. They want things to change. And that hopium has got them so gassed up that they think something real is happening. Then this video has been circulating as well. Same thing. Everybody in the comments, oh, it's go time. It's go time. Do not fall for this stuff. This stuff is stupid. Do not fall for this stuff. These videos could be from anything from today, a week ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. It could be from anything. Daniel, Jade Helm 15. Yeah, back in 2015. Those videos can be from that. That was huge military exercises going on. In Grand Rapids, there was people reporting that helicopters were unloading gunfire on U.S. citizens. And then you went to figure it out. Oh, no, it was military exercises going on in their own area. But people want change so bad that they're willing to become delusional about it. And then what happens is the spiraling, the burnout comes. Because you have people screaming from the rooftops that this is happening, that this is really going on, and we all need to prepare, and blah, blah, blah. And then when you go, well, I'm going to wait and see what happens. I'm not convinced that this is really going on. Those people who believe that will become upset. They'll be like, well, F you for not believing what I'm saying, and you'll know what happens when it comes, and you'll be sorry, and da-da-da-da-da. You're not as awake as I am. You're not as ready as I am. You don't love this country as much as I do. And then they spiral out of control. They burn out and they leave the Gilded. They leave Discord. They run away and they go tell everyone bad things. Do not let that happen to you. Wait for a second opinion. Wait for someone else to provide a video in the same area before you go run off and make enemies out of everyone. Because that's what happens. Is it starts off as hopium. You're like, I want change. You see this video, you're like, oh, change is coming. So you go tell people, like-minded individuals. And then maybe they don't see that same point of view as you. And so then you become upset and you push those people away, and now you're alone. Now you're literally conspiracy theorist. You have no one on your side now. You've pushed everyone away. And so then after a while, the silence is deafening, and you come back with your tail between your legs, and you're like, well, I might have been off my rocker a little bit there, but I thought change was coming. Wait for a second opinion. Do not fly off the handle. Nobody wants change more than I do, and if it's time to sound the alarm, we'll be right here on the live. Sirens rolling. Okay, we'll be sounding the alarms. Do not let this stuff overwhelm you. Do not let this stuff. Don't suck on the hopium pipe. Okay, don't do that. So I just wanted to call that out because people are falling for it. Don't fall for the hopium. That's why I don't let the Q stuff on Gilded and whatnot, because there's too many people who fall for it and believe it's going to happen. They get their hopes up. They have the right intentions. But then it just comes and goes because it's fake. And then they feel bad. And then they think, well, what if it never changes? What if it never gets better? What if it's only going to get worse? I couldn't handle it if it got worse. And then they become in a perpetual state of dread. They basically just gave themselves clinical depression because of the hopium. Got to get off the hopium. And that's why I don't let that stuff slide in the communities, because I don't want you hooligans to fall for that stuff. And if I allow it into the community, then it's like I condone it. And then when it doesn't come true, everybody's like, JeffMAC, you made us believe that. You made us believe that was true. And it wasn't even my fault. I was just there. Like, I don't know. So, tis what it tis. Just so you guys know. Just wanted to call it out. Now I'm going to look for all the mad people in the chat. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. But tis what it is. Dr. No Name Jeff talks about himself. Well, I used to fall for that stuff. I used to. When we started doing this, I used to let all information come in. But then I started seeing the way it was affecting people. They would come in, drop a video, we'd all get excited, we'd all start telling everyone, and then it'd come out that video's 5 years old from another country, and it's all bullshit, and we were all spreading it. And then after a while, I was like, nah, now I can't believe it. I'm so desensitized to stuff that I need a second, third, fourth opinion before I'm going to get off the couch. I'm military in the streets. I need multiple angles before I'm going to believe that. Thank you so much, Tia, for continuing the membership program for 28 months. You're officially a hooligan, and I appreciate you. So I don't want you hooligans to take me wrong. I just be cautious, because there's nothing that those soft and stupid people out in the world love more than to see people with brains slip up and stumble. You start skipping and stumbling on these goofy videos, you went from being a conservative to a conspiracy theorist. And now they get to go out there on the news and all the social media platforms and basically call you out for falling for trickery. Don't do it. Wait for a second opinion. Anyways. Read through the chat looking for mad people and whatnot, and we're going to move forward. Grey Wolf, this is the first time I've seen these videos of the military equipment. Well, you're fortunate, because there's a lot of people that are falling for it, and it happens. It happens. I mean, when I first saw it, I thought it was real, and I was like, oh man, live's going to be lit tomorrow. And I went to look for more videos, and it's just this one video of the vehicles turning that corner in town, and everybody is sharing it. Everybody's like, oh, what's going on? All this stuff. And it's not real. If it was real, more people would record it. You know, you're in a major city with millions of people. We only got the one video? You see other people in the street with their cameras out. What do you mean? Everybody's going to be posting that for TikTok clout. Where is it? It's nowhere to be found. Murphy's Law, you would think that they would have U.S. flags on them. Well, that's true too. Because that's the other thing, is there's not really any identifying markers. There's a street name, but unfortunately we use the same street names everywhere. So it's hard to tell by using the street name alone to come to a conclusion of where the location is. And then there's no timestamps. Half the people have a compliance cloth on, half the people don't. So now you can't tell. You could tell it's probably a blue state, but you can't tell the time. This is some point in the last 3 years. That's all you know, because of the compliance cloth. So it's like, I don't know. I need something more real. Serum, I wasn't saying all that. I don't know. Just trying to knock the hopium out of you guys. Don't fall for it. They're trying to gas you up. If there's military in town, we'll figure it out. We will be on full alert. But until then, just don't fall for it. They're just trying to trick everyone. Alright, we're going to be covering this. This is our last video. KJP thinks she is somebody special. She cracks me up with this nonsense. There's no title for this, so I just wrote my own title. KJP sounding self-righteous. Let's get her started.
A year in this role, there's been a couple of things that has made me incredibly proud. Many things that made me incredibly proud to be at that podium during this historic moment. Again, this is a historic administration. I'm a historic figure, and I certainly walk in history every day, but this is also a historic making administration because of this president. A year in this role, there's been a couple of things.
She's historic. She's probably upset they're not making statues of her and stuff. She thinks she's somebody special. You know why she says that? Because all of her social features. She gets to say that she scissors on the weekends and all this stuff, so that makes her historical. Grip. I have some red hair. This hair is not red. But this hair is. No, I'm not ginger. I'm brown-haired, for the most part. Red Dog, she's cooked. Yeah, she's always sipping her own juices. She gets all tuned up on the live, and then she's like, well, I think this, and we should do this, says me, blah, blah, blah. Like she runs the show. She thinks she's the president. T. Lawden, what the F? She's historic. She thinks so. Yeah, Jeffro, right there. That's why she thinks she's historic. She's like, so they're erecting a porcelain statue of me, not porcelain, made out of solid marble, in my image of my greatness, standing there saying, she thinks she's something special. Denoise, socialist men sit and pee. Yep, they do. They wipe too. Just the tip. You guys, you walk me right up to the line. I gotta be careful. I'm too hilarious for YouTube. They need to lighten up. Wade, historic diversity hire. Yeah. In the comments of that video, everybody's like, yeah, well, Jen Balsacki was better. I never thought people would miss Jen Balsacki, but KJP, she is terrible. Kevin, activity at the old air base has picked up lately. They're doing training for Army and cops there. Yeah, it's summertime. Military and everybody's going to get active for training. I'm not denying that there's things going on. I'm not denying that we could be on the verge of deployment of military for one reason or another. I'm just saying those videos circulating, that's not it. That's not it. But the day they do hit the streets, we'll be on here talking about it. Just reading through the chat. What's up, Jeremiah? Happy freedom. Mark, I have a redhead fetish. You crack me up. These things happen. Yeah, did you guys like the ums, the uhs, or the circle back person better? I don't know. I think Jen Balsacki was more entertaining. KJP, she's just so self-righteous that when she gets all riled up, she acts like you're committing a hate crime. It's a hate crime to get KJP all stirred up. It's the white supreme pizzas. She said something the last time she was live. Somebody was asking about the flamboyant community and whatever, and she said that his words were dangerous and violent. I don't know when verbal anything became so dangerous and violent. Like when they talk about misinformation, they're like, saying things like that kills people. What? That's witchcraft. If you can say stuff and people die from it, that's witchcraft. I've never seen that in person. I know witchcraft exists, but a lot of it is based on belief. I've never seen anyone say hocus pocus and then kick the bucket, the dog's dead now, and it's like, I've never seen that, but that's what they're pushing. 10-man KGP is batshit crazy. I'm saying. Edward, there's a Circle Back song on YouTube. Is it about Jen Balsacki? The noise, I haven't heard anything about that. Matthew, Psaki's new show, seen it? I haven't seen Jen Psaki on TV since she left the White House. I know she's on like MSNBC or something, but I haven't seen it. Mr. Beans, you don't like either one? It'd be weird to cover a press briefing where they actually came out and answered questions. Didn't get all mad, didn't start calling people's names, didn't start saying that words are dangerous. We probably wouldn't even cover it. It just wouldn't even be entertaining. It'd just all be facts and answers. I don't know. Well, that's all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop some links in the chat here. Edward, I can't if it's a song, because chances are YouTube has its content ID already on it. So if I play it, then I'll get a copyright flag. I might already get a copyright flag. Half these news people are trying to flag me for showing their videos, which I think is so stupid, because freedom of press is actually to prevent that from happening, because the news is words that you want everyone to hear. But I don't know, I guess that's asking too much. You know, follow our constitutional rights and whatnot. No, don't worry about that. When you guys get a second, please go to the link tree. I just dropped it in the chat. On the link tree, you can scroll down and find Gilded. Gilded is free and currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. Every time we go live. There's a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. It also contains things that I can't show on the live. So if you'd like to get all that news that you're missing on top of the news you're getting here, go join Gilded. There's also a ton of hooligans in there to hang out with and chat it up. Pretty much about whatever you like. It's a chat kind of like you're in right now. So definitely go join Gilded. Also, you can find links to the merch store if you'd like to grab some merch. We have shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, and a bunch of other specialty items. If you would like to go check that stuff out, everything is displayed in black and white or white and black. But if you find something you like, just click on that item to see all the different colors that the item comes in. You can also find links for PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, Buy Me a Coffee, and Locals if you'd like to help support what I do. There's also a link to the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really easy to use. Anything you purchase directly from the wish list will be sent straight to me without having to send emails, find addresses, or keep track of tracking numbers. It's really simple. Then finally, we have links to join the membership programs. We have memberships for YouTube, Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. Then at the top of the link tree there, we have a link for you to claim a free week membership to jeffmaclive.com. There's no strings attached. After your week membership is up, you'll just lose access to the restricted areas unless you continue on subscribing to the membership program. But with a membership, you'll have access to your own profile picture, or your own profile for our private profile area, our private social media area. You'll also have access to our live streaming area with the built-in chat, and you'll have access to our advanced messaging system with the ability to text, call, text, call, video call, group text, group call, group video call, and the ability to upload all digital media, MP4s, MP3s, PDF documents, all that kind of stuff. JeffMacLive.com is the freest place on the internet, so go join up. All right, hooligans. There we go. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, hooligans. I'll read through chat really quick, and we're going to wrap this up. We will be gaming later over on JeffMAC Gaming YouTube channel, as well as Kick and JeffMacLive.com. We'll be gaming probably at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. We're almost done with Fallout 4, and I got Fallout New Vegas to work correctly, so we could move from Fallout 4 to Fallout New Vegas. But I've also been thinking about getting Skyrim. We might go with Skyrim. We'll see how that goes, but letting you guys know we will be live later. For everybody that's only here for Coffee with Hooligans, we'll have another Coffee with Hooligans tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, as always. I appreciate all of you guys being here. I'm just going to read through the chat really quick, make sure everybody is good to go. You be safe out there. Let's see. Everything is looking good. Yeah, Mr. Beansy Beans, I just can't play it with the music playing. The music is what's messing it up. I could get past everything else, but I can't turn the music off of Bully. I appreciate you lurking, Rasta. Thanks for being here, 10 Man. Alright. Looks like everything is good to go. Alright, hooligans. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.